What's good, everybody? It's Big Game James, man. I'm in these streets for real. We in these streets for real. Just got off work. I literally have this little boy, like, literally right down the street. So, I'm like, I'm gonna make this video. You know what I'm saying? It's nice outside. I'm gonna take a walk, come back, be out. It's always good to do something sometimes. But the reason why I'm dropping this video, man, I just something was on my heart, my mind. Man, I've been listening to everybody this whole draft talking about offense, team trenches, team weapons. I'm always team trenches, but I definitely wanted some weapons this year. A whole lot of running backs, and Dallas got one. Jaden Blue, fast guy out of Texas. I like the speed. You can still double up. Hey, get that Damon Martinez off. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Neil is still popping. Sorry if you hear this damn church bell. Right when I'm doing the video, church bell? Okay. Anyway, you got Jaden Blue, double up. Get another guy. Get a big dog. Get two of them. And then maybe grab that Ted Johnson, or I don't know if you want to mess with Isaiah Bond, because that culture and that gotta have good character to come in Dallas now with Shotty. So all I'm saying is this, man. The trenches, when they got Booker, I was with it. Because as I was saying, I think I made a video, I never dropped it. But I was talking about how you got Cooper Beebe at center at like 335, and he a mauler. You know, when's the last time Dallas had a center that was a big mauler? I know Travis Frederick was a dog, but he wasn't big like Beebe, was he? He wasn't 335, was he? You know what I'm saying? Travis Frederick wasn't 335, was he? This man is gigantic. And he loves football. He a dog. Feel me? He gonna be all pro. Then you got Tyler Smith continue to be great. They say he gonna be the next great. Zach Martin, Tyron Smith crowning him. You seen what he been doing? Now you add Booker, another 335. Who got the attitude? Now that front always has to be built in that middle. The center and the two guards, because Dak, I've been telling y'all, I ain't saying the injury problem, but we've been having injuries for like the last 3 years, and I've been saying that. He can't run. He wasn't a runner like that when he was in college. He ran, but he didn't have the basic speed. I mean, it was the offense that they ran. And when he came to Dallas, he wasn't like a runner. You know what I mean? Dak ain't never been super athletic to me. He athletic enough. He a big boy. Now he ain't doing that. You seen when he was running, he looked like when he run, he labored. You know what I'm saying? Look like when he run, it hurts now. You know what I mean? So he a pocket quarterback now. He's a pocket passer. So what's the thing he got to do? And Lou was talking about this on the draft today, and this is what I was talking to myself about. I made it on the video this morning, even before I did the draft. That's what I was talking about. I just never dropped the video. But what I was saying, what Lou said today, you got them three men in the front. Dak ain't running like that no more, so he need protection because he's a pocket passer. You need that protection in the middle, because if that pressure is coming up the middle, that quarterback gets off his feet, he can't concentrate, he can't see his reads, because he starts looking at that. He starts looking at that rush up the middle. He starts looking at that rush. Now you're not looking. Now you off target. Now that's when the interceptions be coming, dog. So I'm cool with all them trenches in the middle, because if you got an outside tackle and they're coming around the edge, don't you think you got a few seconds? And most of those quarterbacks, when them edges come out, they come out too far, or they just push them out. The quarterback just steps right into the pocket, throws the pass. So what I'm saying is, Dallas ain't getting no defensive tackle. I've been on that forever. Get a defensive tackle. I've been screaming that for 100 years. When's the last time we talking about this offensive line? When's the last time Dallas had a dog defensive tackle in the middle, zero guy, 0-1? Not when David Irvin, because he was more your 3. He could slide out to the 5. Who was your 0 and 1 dog, big dog, like 330, animal, 6'2", 330, animal? When was the last time we had that? And everybody keep talking about, oh man, you see, I told you how them Joneses is. I told you how them Joneses is. They use that 4th round draft pick on Mingo. They cool with Tober. They gonna go ahead and push that. they like our guys with the running game. They got Miles Sanders them. Okay, it's the same thing with the defensive tackles because they got Mozzie Smith, Justin Rogers. Okay, they pick up Linval Joseph. He holding the pocket. I need somebody who's an animal. Linval Joseph 36. You know what I mean? And then you got Mozzie. I don't believe in Mozzie. I'm sorry. I want to believe in him, but I don't. And this is year 3. He got to do something. I don't know if he's ever going to be that guy to be our wrecker in the middle, our dog. Man, if he's going to be a dog, it wouldn't have been took him these 3 years, and I just don't see it. He'd be good. Like I said, he'd be a good rotational piece, but we need an animal in the middle. Just imagine if we had a dog like a Vita Vea or a Dexter Lawrence, and then you still had a Micah Parsons and them pass rushers. Bro, it changes the whole game. You see what that mother sucker Jalen Carter does with them damn Eagles. I don't care. I hate them Eagles, but that Jalen Carter he different. Big, strong, fast, mean, and he changes everything on that defense of what they want to do. Because when you can get that pressure up the middle, it changes the whole game. Yeah, it's all good if you can get somebody getting 10, 15 sacks. But guess what? Them quarterbacks can get away. And that pressure's coming up the middle, and you got an animal who can swallow up the blocks from 2 people and still get in there, hold the blocks, stop the run, and then throw them off and still get in there. Man, bro, that changes everything, because once he pushes that pocket, it forces that quarterback either back or to the side, and that's when your edges get them easy sacks. We don't have that. Dallas don't have that. Don't have nothing close to that. So while everybody's crying about that, oh, we need a receiver. We need a receiver for that. We need a running back. We need a running back. We need a defensive tackle. And this was one of the best defensive tackle drafts in I don't say a long time, but in some years. Deep too. Dallas didn't get one. I think it's still the Brown and going in round 6 or round 7. They still ain't got one. The guy they get now, he ain't gonna be no record. I don't believe that. Unless it's one of them rare ones fell through the cracks. Nah, I don't see that. And there was a whole bunch of defensive tackles went. Why? Because people know when you get that dog defensive tackle, they seen that damn Copycat League. They seen that damn Super Bowl with that front from Philly and Jalen Carter wrecking shot. Yeah, they like, okay, well, we're going to build our defensive front and we're going to do the same thing. It's a copycat league. So I've been screaming it for 100 years and it still ain't been addressed. And I feel like that's going to be a sore spot. Yeah, these edges are going to be good, but it don't matter with them edges if they keep pounding it down in the middle and killing you, and you really can't get that pressure and really pressure that quarterback up the middle. You know what I mean? It changes the whole game. So that's my only concern. I think they'll be all right at the receiver position because Dak is an experienced quarterback and you still got CeeDee Lamb. See what Mingo got. He ain't playing no good quarterback. The offensive line, I think, will be better. You still got Ferguson for a year. Who knows? That Spam, he might be all right. What about John Stevens? I don't know if he ever comes back from those knee injuries, but what if he do? I mean, there's a lot of what is. But I feel like you have something there. It's not bare. You added some speed with Jaden Blue. I'm telling you, but you ain't add that defensive tackle yet. And since you ain't add that defensive tackle, dog, I still feel like there's going to be a struggle. I don't care about them edges. They dogs, animals. Them edges ain't stopping that run. That front, that middle is. And like I said, it's more base defense with Eberflus. That front 7. You got to have guys up that middle. Those 2 DTs. I remember with Jacksonville, like I said, Henderson and Stroud. That's why that Jacksonville team was so damn good, because they had them 2 6'4", 6'7" in the middle. 330 pounds, had both of them guys in the middle. Damn, and then they had the Tony Brackens on the outside. That's why that team was so good, because them up front. Then you add your linebackers that you had Hardy and them other guys. That's why that Jacksonville D was so nasty. Henderson and Stroud. We got Osa. We got some guys that you can put next to him, but we need a dog in the middle. Period. Until they get that, in my opinion, there's always going to be a struggle on that defense. No matter how many sacks they get, when the game is on the line, and you ain't putting that pressure up the middle, it's going to show. And I feel like that needs to be addressed. Everybody's trying to trade sign a receiver. Should have signed a DT. We have money to do it. So everybody talking about they the same old people with these receivers and running backs and offense. They the same old thing with this defensive tackle position too. And until, like I said, that gets addressed, gonna be problems on that defense, in my opinion. We'll see though. Give me your thoughts on this one. Big Game James, I'm out. Peace.